So now we're on to the next step here. So now we have to put the fuel system in the car. I got everything mocked up for the most part, but now I have to go through and make sure how long I want the lines to be, where I'm gonna mount. What kind of fucking words is that? Fount? Really? Oh, by the way, I started drinking again. That lasted like a whole 5 days. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. I started drinking beer again, fuck off, I don't care. I couldn't wait that long and I like my alcohol too much, so I'll be doing beer reviews and like beer updates and all that dumb, queer, dumb fucker shit. I don't like fancy beer though, like I like cheap beer, so you'll be seeing Keystone and Bud Light and that cheap shit, so if you don't like that, you can kind of fuck off too. So, we're gonna be doing fuel today, well, actually kinda tonight and probably into tomorrow because it's really cold and I'm really tired and I had an interview today. So I'm like kind of all over the place. So yeah, so this is what I'm gonna be doing right now. If you can see here, I have all the fuel stuff here laid out. Fuel pressure regulator from Aeromotive. I have a fuel filter from Fuel Lab. All the rest is just random line. I started putting the fittings on. I have a 90-degree fitting here I have taped off right now, and there's a straight fitting. The rest I have to cut from this line and get mounted up and taken care of. Shouldn't be that hard to do. I made this rough little sketch here of what I'm looking for. It is a ghetto sketch, so don't judge me. So I'm gonna feed to the rear of the fuel rail, have it drain from the front into the fuel pressure regulator, and then drain from the bottom, and then the one side here, if you can already see, I already have a plug in it. So that's the goal, that's the idea of how I want to set up the fuel system. Very basic. I'm only running one fuel pump right now. I'm running a Walboro 450 LPH pump. I figured I don't need anything special. I'm only looking to run 93 pump gas, so I figured why go anything crazy. Also, if you guys notice, I have 4 eyes now. Had to get glasses. I was wondering why I couldn't see at night. I know this is kind of off topic, but I was wondering why I couldn't see shit far out, and it was always bothering me. Went to get my eyes checked. This eye's 20, this eye's 40, so this eye's fucked, and this eye's fine. So one lens is pretty much clear, the other one is all whatever funkied up to make me see better. So close up I'm fine, but far away I can't see shit. So I had to get fucking glasses, which are Oakleys. Oh, that's another thing I need to show you guys. I'm a fucking sunglass. I am an Oakley fanatic. I'll maybe do that in this segment sometime, not tonight, but maybe tomorrow during the day, and I'll show you all the sunglasses I have. So actually, I think I'll do that tomorrow. I'll show you guys all the sunglasses and everything I have. So I'll show that later on in this same video. I guess you guys are like, I don't know what you guys like. Maybe you like that kind of stuff. I don't know. Let me know. So anyways, back to fuel system because I'm getting off my ADHD kind of track now. So let's get back to fuel. Back to the fuel system here. I plan on mounting this tonight here. All the fittings and everything are here. Nothing fancy. I think these are just regular like Summit Racing fittings. They're nothing special. I have a bunch of XRP hoses and stuff on there. One thing I'm waiting for still, I'm waiting for Miguel to send me my fuel pressure regulator sensor. I have a stainless steel sensor that'll be mounted in here so I can see pressure directly into my AM Infinity. I feel like that'll help me a ton, and just in case I'll have the fail-safe set up. If God forbid the pressure runs low and I start to run lean, that should send it right to the AEM and say, no, cut the engine down. If not, you're gonna hear a big kaboom. So that'll be a nice fail-safe for me. God, I can't wait to have this done because it's looking nice. So the next thing is here, if I can get zoomed in, right here is where the fuel rail starts here. I'm gonna have that run down, and my goal is to have it run up under, and then I just bought a bracket from Freed Engineering that actually bolts to this mount here and sets the fuel pressure regulator directly on the side of the intake manifold. Now, with it there, I feel like it's very easy to get to. It's not very hidden. It's not the prettiest, I will admit. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but I feel like it'll be very easy to access and be very easy for me to get to if needed. I'm going to feed from the back of the rail, so I feel like it's gonna be pretty clean for the most part. It's not gonna be exactly what I want, but it'll work for the most part, and I don't see why it won't work for me. Oh, actually, I just decided now, it's fucking cold out here. I really wanna fuck with this, so you guys will be seeing the rest of this tomorrow because it's too fucking cold. It's in Pennsylvania right now. We just got back from drinking here. Me and my wife went out with a couple friends, and I think it's like 13 degrees right now in southern PA. I live, like I said before, just below Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and it's fucking cold right now. So you guys will see an update tomorrow, and I'll probably be in different attire. So the first thing I have to do is go ahead and put on the fuel filter. So I have to go ahead and put that on. I have one here from Fuel Lab I need to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done first. I'm actually using my stock feed and my stock return line on my car. Now, why am I doing that? So I'm only looking to run 93 pump gas, and your stock lines are -6 size from the factory. So all I need to do is have an adapter, which I bought from eBay. They make a -6 adapter. It goes from, I think it's like, God, don't quote me, I think it's like M10 to 1.25 to a -6 adapter, so I actually adapt it on. I'll actually post a link below, make it easier for you guys, because I just don't know off the top of my head right now, so I'll look it up here in a skinny minute and post it below for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, and I'll actually show you video of what the brass adapter looks like that you need for your stock fuel line if you plan on doing it the way I am. Guys, if you can see here, there's a little brass adapter I have on the fuel line there. So, hold on, let me see if I can hold the light steady and do this. If you can see here, that's the stock fitting that would go into the stock fuel filter. But instead of using this, you adapt this little brass fitting onto it, which then goes to a -6 fitting, which then you can fit on your aftermarket fuel filter. So my one friend Matt Small taught me about this little thing, and it's pretty neat. It's like 20 bucks, a little pricey in my opinion, but it works, and that's all you really need. All right, have the fuel filter on. Next up is attaching the hose. So I was stupid and went ahead and put the one fitting on the end here, so I put blue tape on it because I have to cut this hose multiple times here. So this ending is what's going on down by the fuel filter itself. I went ahead and put that on. Gonna tighten that down and then feed it up through, see where I need to mark it, cut it, and put my next 90-degree fitting on it. So that's where I'm at right now, and yeah, so let's go ahead and do that process. Right, so I have it tightened down. The fuel line down there is tightened down. I'm not sure if you guys can see that very well. So I'm feeding it up through right now and going to mark it here. So let me go ahead and see if I can do this while holding this. All right, doesn't seem like I'll be able to do both things, but you can see the fuel line coming up there. I need to mark on that black fuel line right there where the fitting needs to line up with, and I need to cut the hose and then fit it on. So it's not very hard to do this, it's just time consuming, just making sure the lines on it perfect. I mean, if you're not anal retentive like I am, it's not a big deal, but I want it to look perfect and I have a certain way I want it to look. So plus I don't want it rubbing on anything. That's another big thing. So that's next up, and I'll show you guys here in a little bit. Got the fuel line on now. Wait, where's my light at? Hold on one second. All right, got the fuel line on now. Actually looks pretty good. It's not touching anything besides the return line here, which those two rubbing together won't hurt anything. It's not touching the starter, so very happy with the way it looks. And now I need to do the front half of the engine here. Need to go ahead and install that, and then mount the fuel pressure regulator on this point and this point here, have it sitting directly here on the side of the intake manifold. Now the reason I'm doing that is they make some little brackets from Freed Engineering. Shout out to those guys. They're a local company out of, I believe, somewhere in Southern Maryland. And yeah, so I'm just gonna mount the fuel pressure regulator there. I'll be able to put my fuel pressure sensor right in the side and be able to easily access everything. So that'll make it easy. Problem is, now that I think about it, and if I'm gonna make that front fuel line, since it's going to be the return, kind of need that so I can cut it and make it precise. I don't really wanna like guess and then be like, oh shit, it's too short. Too long is not a big deal, but if it's too short, that means I gotta throw that braided hose away. And anyone that's ever bought braided hose might know that it is not fucking cheap, and it's a bitch to cut in the first place and install. So I kind of want to do a video for you guys and show you how I install it, and maybe you guys could show me a better way. I've looked at other YouTube videos. I've looked at some of the older guys who've been doing this for a while. I do have some proper tools, so let me show you what I've been using so far. I have a proper -6 AN wrench. I have an adjustable, another adjustable. I've been putting blue tape on the fittings just to make sure they don't get marred. This adjustable aluminum wrench pretty much makes sure they don't get marred, but just for my safe, I've been putting blue tape on them when I'm spinning them on. I use plastic jaws, not aluminum. The reason I use plastic is I've used aluminum before and it's still indented or screwed up the fittings, so I'd rather screw up these little clamps. They're cheap off eBay for like, I think 5 or 10 bucks. Magnetic on the back, pretty cheap, and they work pretty damn well. They hold the hose and allow you to crank everything down. So anyone that doesn't have these, I highly suggest you invest in them. Like I said, all this was eBay. This was from Summit Racing. That came as an entire set. This was from eBay, an adjustable AN wrench to hold you up to -12. And then all the fuel hose and fittings came from Summit Racing also. All right, for today, that's about as far as I feel like I'm gonna get for right now. I might wait to finish this video at a later date just for the fact that I'd like to show you guys how to install the fuel lines itself. It's not gonna be perfect, but this is for someone that I would say do-it-yourself or at home would probably do it for the most part. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the TV off because it's really annoying in the background. Hold on. I have to put that on mute because it gets annoying to me when I'm trying to take these videos and record everything. So back on track here. For the fuel lines, I'd like to show you guys how you can do it on a budget. So I don't have all the tools per se, but I feel like it'd be enough for what most people need. I've made all my catch can lines before, which are -10, and now I'm making these lines, which are -6. Making fitting AN lines is never fun. I don't care what tools you have, I just feel like it's never an easy project and it's never exactly what you want to be doing. This is exactly where the fuel pressure regulator should sit. I'm going to have the fuel pressure sensor in it so I can actually check it from the ECU itself. This should make it a little bit easier for me and should help me out some. To be honest, it's not exactly the prettiest, but it's easy to get to, which is what I like. I know if I have any issues, it's right there. I can grab a hold of anything and see any wires, so I really do like that about it. It's not very pretty, which I try to make my engine look as nice as possible, but it is what it is. So the bracket should be here from Freed Engineering by, I want to say Tuesday or Wednesday, so I'll be able to put this in and be good to go. Said I'm an Oakley fanatic, so I think I'm going to go ahead and show you guys all the stuff I have. I'm actually wearing an Oakley hoodie. I have an Oakley beanie on right now. My new prescription glasses, which I'm obviously not wearing. Makes perfect fucking sense, Ryan. Whatever, or Oakley also. So let me take you inside my house real quick and show what I mean by Oakley fanatic. Oh, by the way, this is the inside of my house. It's a really small house, in my opinion. It's like 2,000 square feet. So this is the inside of the living room, kitchen, and dining room. Yeah, there's not much to it. Kitchen table, island, living room that we have like no furniture to put in right now, TV, fireplace. Ooh, look, a basement. I had mentioned about the Oakley case and stuff, and here it is. Yeah, I'm an Oakley fan. So I bought this from a local store called Shank and Tittle, which is an actual sports store that went out of business. They had a bunch of these cases, and I wanted, these are from like the 90s. This is one of their old school Oakley cases, and I always wanted one, and I was able to pick one up. So let's go ahead and open this up. I had this from Sleeper Designs made. Pretty cool little bottle opener. It's a Supra, pretty neat. And two. So as you can see, I have Oakley everything. I don't know how many sunglasses, Oakley cases, stuff still in the actual wrapper, lanyards. Oh, I actually have one other thing that's not in here. So I'm a watch fanatic kind of in a way, but this is an Oakley watch. A lot of people don't even know Oakley made watches. They actually just stopped here in 2016. They no longer make them, but they were high quality, one-off pieces. Even this little watch here with a rubber band was actually like $800. They're not cheap, but they are fucking amazing, and they're totally different from anything on the market. Anyway, so as an Oakley fanatic, like I have, these are called Two Faces. These are Holbrooks, typical hipster douchebag gas can glasses, some old school Oakleys. My wife has a pair I have in here. I'm a huge snowboarder too, so I have a bunch of snowboard goggles and the actual cases for them. I said too, I'm also a big snowboarder. That's my wife's, but I have more snowboards downstairs. It's a Never Summer Evo, which is a really flexible board, and a LibTech Skate Banana. It's an FYI, LibTech can go suck a dick. They make shitty ass boards. I don't care what anyone says. They charge a shit ton. I understand they're made in the US, whatever, but they are a shit board for what you get. They delam so easy, they don't take a beating. I'd much rather own a Smokin' snowboard or a Never Summer. There's just so many other better brands out there. Are their boards slightly heavier? Maybe, kind of. But they make such a better board. I'd much rather spend a little bit more or even the same price for a board that's going to last me forever. They also, Never Summer has a 3-year warranty. Smokin', I believe, has a 5-year warranty on their boards, which is unheard of. So just another FYI, I'm not a big believer. Never Summer Evo, it's a cool little board. Crazy colors. Love the back of it. It really lights up in the night. And this is my LibTech, which I actually have in a case because I never even ride it because I think it's a piece of junk. Pretty cool back. I used to be really big into riding the park all the time. The older I get, the less I want to because I'm afraid to blow out a knee or anything. So just another little thing about me. Zach Klopper just stopped by and dropped off these fittings from Vibrant to get welded into his valve covers here. Now we went ahead and pulled out the old PCV valve fittings, and they'll be welding these in. I have a buddy, TJ, who's local here to Waynesboro, who actually does all this stuff. So he's gonna be welding those fittings in for us and getting that done. So he just drove up from Baltimore to get that done, so we'll be doing that here later today also. So lastly here, guys, I just picked up my parts from Powder Coat, so let me show you. So I just picked up everything from Joe Piranha, from Piranha Fabrication up in New Oxford, Pennsylvania. He just finished everything. We did the radiator, what would you guess you call this, guys? I guess they would be the intercooler cooling plate, I guess like cover plate, the hard pipe here, upper pipe for the radiator, and then the intake tube. Now, One thing I'm thinking about doing now also is redo the intake manifold, and the anodizing on my OCD Works covers here look like shit. So I'm really thinking about having them powder coated, or if Joel knows how to re-anodize, because those came out horrible, but my actual, if you can see here, the oil filler cap still looks nice and black and hasn't had any issues. So it might be something literally just to do with the black anodizing he used for the valve cover. So I might just have them powder coated black though, just because it'll match identically to this. But I'm very happy with everything. It came out very nicely. He actually did the entire radiator also. Now he made sure to go very light on the fins itself to make sure that it wouldn't be too bad. As you can see, it doesn't take much and it flakes right off, but I wanted it to be black but not too bad also. So he did a very good job with that, I think. Let me know what you guys think. I'm trying to go for an all blacked out engine bay for the most part. Only thing that's not going to be blacked out is obviously the spark plug cover itself, but I figure with so much silver on the car, which silver is such a blah color and kind of boring, I was hoping the black would kind of break things up. I also thought maybe I should go ahead and powder coat the turbo itself. I think that'll look nice if that would be black. Have him shave everything off so it'd be nice and smooth and look pretty. So I think that'd be a pretty neat idea also. I guess that'll be it for this video, guys. I know I keep saying that and I probably keep pushing this on, but I keep finding more and more stuff I want to show you guys, and I'm hoping you guys like the content. I'm hoping you guys like what I'm showing you. So yeah, I appreciate all the support, guys. Please like and share this video. Let me know what you guys think, and have a great day.